with this one, we done got AM 410. You got sled. You got the whole slutty, but you got what AM 410, and especially with this whole thing, like the whole thing gas burner really. Like you can see the gas burn and everything else, but you got the most gas burn, and you got 410. You got the 410, and you got AM coming into it, so you got the whole AM and the whole like slutties. You got the slutties entertainment, like the whole thing, especially with 410 having this whole thing and AM, he got his whole little spizzle coming into it. But you got with this right here, and I see a little, a little gas burn and stuff like that, like with his whole thing, but just the speaks.
Free the man, the man. Free Little Ras, free Sav, free LG, free Sticks, free A, free the fucking guys, free Slap It.
You know too many musicians,
Ting just beat, cause that's my slut. Bubble or what? I don't even care what my man's on, what my man's done, he ain't done it enough. Us, shake that batty on us, man, it on piss.
Big ting, I don't fight like Tyson. Had to ring bro, tin, that's Bryson. I'm in the cut, two things unwinding. If they give top, get sucked like Dyson. If he's up, then bind him. No, we don't wait for the perfect timing. Big ting, I don't fight like Tyson. Had to ring bro, tin, that's Bryson. I'm in the cut, two things unwinding. If they give top, get sucked like Dyson. If he's up, then bind him. No, we don't wait for the perfect timing. And for the pump, had the girl them lining way before.
We said and the whole thing, like him just having a thing, and he said I threw it just the whole thing, just like it was on some slutty time, like we was putting those gushies in, and he said, no, we don't do it at the perfect timing, and then you got the whole thing just elevating, like he said, it's a sluttery thing coming into you, like he might just just burst it, and verse something, and spike something, with the whole thing, and him having his whole like Glennon thing coming into it too. So he got the whole just Evelyn and everything else. Like he said, don't do times at a certain blast on a certain with glass tricks.
We had a petrol crisis. They had gang in a box in ISIS. Big ting, kick out the fire and pin. A boy needs work, I'm hiring him. Said you missed your friend, should've died with him. I mean died with them. Like one time, never again. Big man ting is pepper for them. If a man don't drop, we're stepping again. Ting TT, that's 10 out of 10. That's cream of the crop, that's creme de la creme. I'm in the trap, Sava bien. Bon appetit, he's telling a friend. My name, they yelling again. Load up the clip, shell it again. Hearts on E, not 20%. Stretch that work and sell it again. Ting just beat, cause that's my slut. Are you down to bubble or what? 13 days, man, still in the bando. Whip like Django, whacking it.
Oh, are you down the bubble? Are you down the bubble or what? And he said reload the clip and the whole thing. Hey, especially those vorchos and those, those celebrates, and you have no celebrates coming into it. Like he said, bubble it up. It's just that time, like that time in summer, like they say, the season, the expression and all that stuff, like they say, squeezing it up, everything else coming in, like the bubble it up, the squeeze it up, and the whole scrizzle it.
I don't even care what my man's on, what my man's done, he ain't done it enough. Us, shake that batty on us, man, it on piss, I'm calling his bluff. The doctor said I should open up, I'm just like him cause I open guts. It won't be me that you see in the party, I'm in the back with a loaded pump. And that's the realest. In the ride with Bruce and Willis. House 7E where we got that spillage. A man just ran and he left his village. A man just ran and he left his soulmate. Air one's all white, that's Colgate. They need wipes on the block, man, donate. Take turns with the things, man, rotate. This piece that I brought is hostile. All of the tea are lead. Splad B, man's calling them. All of her friends are dead. That means all of her friends are dead. Things brethrens, fuck that, none of them like me. I ain't that buff, don't tell me it's blatant. Link me a chocolate goodie or lighty. And she thought that she grabbed my Rambo. Big ting, get on your knees and bite me. Or I link me a brand new Western. I can tell that she rates me highly. Ting just beat, cause that's my slut. Are you down to bubble or what? 13 days, man, still in the bando. Whip like Django, whacking it up. I don't even care what my man's on, what my man's done, he ain't done it enough. Us, shake that batty on us. Man, it on piss, I'm calling his bluff. Ting just beat, cause that's my slut. Are you down to bubble or what? 13 days, man, still in the bando. Whip like that batty on us. Man, it on piss, I'm calling his bluff. Ting just beat, cause that's my slut. Are you down to bubble or what?
We said, "Cause that's my beat and that's my hey, that's my sled." You know the whole thing. So he basically saying the Beamer, the whole sketches. Like, hey, you got the Beamers, you got the sketches, you got all that. Like he said, he put it a whole other inventions to it. Like he said, he got the Beamer with the slut on it. Like they say, you can always, put another slivers on another animation on it, like another animation. Put the other under that other indication. That's another addition. Like he said, put it a beat. That's my grudge. Like the whole thing and the whole just village thing coming into it. Like you got the whole thing just evil.
What? 13 days, man, still in the bando, whip like Django, whacking it up. I don't even care what my man's on, what my man's done, he ain't done it enough. Us, shake that body on us, man, it on piss, I'm calling his bluff.
Aye, gang shit. 24 suit 25, still let it rain on a hella guys. RIP Valley, through the fucking man them. Gang shit, aye.
Hey, but you got what 4:10 a.m. Like with this one right here, I didn't even see this one, and the whole Jeopardy's. Like I didn't see this one in the Jeopardy's coming in, but with the whole thing. Shout out to Pac-Man TV too, cause when it comes to the recognition and everything else, gotta come out with the effort and stuff like that. But you got 4:10 and you got AM 4:10 AM and you got Slet. Like I thought it was something else, him and coming with his whole other initiatives, the way he was just clicks in his it's just all kinds of story collation and everything else. But you got with this one right here, especially with his whole thing just and sliminating. Like, I call this a sliminate one. Like he got the slickly and the whole thing coming into it. But if you guys didn't like this one, most definitely check it out for you guys self. Like, comment, go sliz with this one right here and the whole thing. But with this whole just three is it